All right, so if there's something that you're trying to achieve and you're struggling with achieving it, whether it's losing weight, starting a business, making a certain amount of money, start acting like you've already accomplished that thing, okay? Because when you do that, you start moving like the person who has already accomplished that thing. For those of you guys who are new to my channel, hello, my name is Jasmine. I'm so glad to have you. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about a mindset shift that I made that's actually allowed me to achieve so many things, all because I started doing this thing, okay? For the longest time, we'll start with weight loss. I would say, oh, once I get to a healthy weight, I'm gonna, wear bikinis, or once I get to a healthy weight, I'm going to do this or do that, or I'm gonna work out 4 times a week, like whatever the thing was, right? But I noticed I was never actually getting to that weight loss goal because I was still moving like someone who was obese. And just so you guys know, I did lose 100 pounds. And the thing that changed all of that for me was I started acting like someone who was already at their goal weight. So what that means is I would ask myself, okay, let's say I'm at my goal weight. Would I be making excuses for why I can't go to the gym today? No. If I was already at my goal weight, would I be eating this? No. If I was already at my goal weight, would I be acting like this? No. So then why am I doing it even though I'm at my heaviest right now? It doesn't make sense, right? So you stop making excuses for things. You stop doing certain things because you start moving like the person who's already achieved it, okay? Another example, one of my goals is to make 7 figures a year with my online business, right? Haven't hit it yet, but that's a goal of mine. But I don't wait until I make 7 figures a year in order to start acting like someone who makes 7 figures a year. I started acting like that before it even happened. So I would say things like, okay, would the 7-figure earning version of me not make content today? No, she would make content. Even though she doesn't feel like it, she would still get up and she would do it. Would the 7-figure earning version of me tell herself that she can't do X, Y, and Z? No, she would never use the phrase I can't. So then why am I using that phrase today? Or, when I started moving like this, it doesn't make sense. And so because you started to adapt a mindset of the person who's already accomplished that thing, you stop holding yourself back. See, a lot of times why we don't get to where we want to get to is because we're getting in our own way. It's literally you versus you every single day. It's you battling the version of you who you were yesterday versus the version of you that you want to become. And a lot of times the version of who we are yesterday always wins because we'll keep making excuses. We'll keep letting distractions hold us back. We'll keep with the negative self-talk, saying things like, I can't, or I'm not good enough, or this isn't going to work, right? We always hold on to the things that are holding us back. See, a lot of times it's our distractions that are getting in the way. You would rather watch TV all day than work on your business. You would rather gossip on the phone all day than work on your business. But if you started moving like the person who already accomplished that thing, well, now you're going to ask yourself, would you behave this way? No. Okay, so then why are you doing it now, right? And so now you start moving like that person who's already accomplished it. One of the biggest things that I learned, especially like with entrepreneurship and weight loss, is that you could have achieved the goal way before you ended up achieving it if you changed who you were before, right? I had known for years before I decided to lose weight that I needed to lose 100 pounds, right? That wasn't new. It didn't just happen overnight. I had been struggling with my weight for years, probably even a decade at that point. And time and time again, I would yo-yo diet, lose weight, gain it back, lose weight, gain it back. But that's because I lacked discipline. That's because I didn't know how to go off of the mood and not the plan. Or I went off of the mood. Yeah, I went off the mood and not the plan. And so I was always in this loop of starting, stopping, giving up, falling off, whatever you want to call it. But if I had just moved like the person who already achieved that thing, weight loss, then I could have lost weight years before I did. Because we get in our own way. And a lot of times the reason why we don't accomplish the things that we want to accomplish is because we haven't become the version of ourselves that we have to become in order to accomplish that thing. See, I could never be a 7-figure earner if I'm sleeping in, doom scrolling all day, making excuses and telling myself that I'm not good enough. How could I be a seven-figure earner if I'm acting that way? If I'm telling myself, oh, this isn't going to work. Well, then yeah, of course it's not going to work because I'm already telling myself it's not. So then why would it? There are things about us that we have to change. And a lot of times we don't want to change. We say we do because it sounds good, but we don't actually want to go through the process of change, right? You don't want to stop saying, or you don't want to start saying no to things that, really aren't helping you. You don't want to cut people off who really aren't pouring into you. You don't really want to let go of the distractions that are just holding you back, right? These are all the things that's holding us back, but we don't let them go. And life would be so much easier if we did. You notice that, right? Like, think about the distractions that you have. Just imagine what you could be doing if you stopped holding on to those distractions. Just imagine how far along you would be in your process on your journey if you just let go of the thing that was holding you back or the person that was holding you back. You'd be a lot further. You'd be a lot further. But if you started behaving like the person who's already accomplished that thing, well, then you're not going to allow yourself to be distracted. You're not going to allow yourself to let people hold you back because you're already moving like the version of you that's already gotten it done. You don't wait until you've accomplished it. The accomplishment starts when you start acting like it. And then when you do start acting like it, you'll see how much more you elevate mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Like, you'll just start to see it. You start to recognize things about yourself that you would have never done before. Things about you, the way you're acting is completely different than who you used to be because you decided to start moving like the person who already accomplished the thing. And I'm not sitting here saying that every day is going to be perfect. You're going to have days where you don't act like the seven-figure earning version of you. There are going to be days where you still act like the obese version of you or the overweight version of you. Of course, you're not perfect. You'll never be perfect. But you'll end up having more days where you act like the person who's already accomplished it than didn't. And then that's when you start to finally see the progress. One thing that I started doing, I started this month in June, and I've seen a lot of progress. One thing I heard, well, let me back that up. I was actually watching something on YouTube, and the person said, set an unrealistic goal for yourself. Like, make it as unrealistic as possible, right? Just make it unrealistic as possible. It doesn't matter. Just shoot for the stars, or shoot for the moon, you'll land in the stars type of vibe, right? And so he was saying the reason why you create these unrealistic goals is because, like I said, you'll start moving like the person who's already accomplished them. So even if you don't get to that unrealistic goal that you set yet, right, you'll still get further than where you are right now. And so one thing I said was, I told you guys, a few minutes ago, I want to be a seven-figure earner. That's a goal of mine. I can't wait till I accomplish it. I'm not there yet. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to act like my goal is to make $75,000 a month. That's the goal. That's the unrealistic goal that I set, right? I'm going to make $75,000 this month. Okay. So now I'm asking myself, all right, if I'm going to make $75,000 a month, what would I be doing? How would my day be structured? What things would be at the top of my to-do list versus what things would be at the bottom of the to-do list, right? Because sometimes we'll fill our day with things that don't even really matter. You notice that? We'll think that we got to do certain things, but honestly, that's not even the thing that's going to propel you forward. It's just more busy work, right? And so I recognize, if I'm going to be doing $75,000 a month, I'm probably going to be producing a lot more content because content drives people to my business, right? The more content I post, the more content gets shown to more people, the more people get into my subscription, right? So I'm like, okay, I got to post more. I got to basically 10x, 20x what I'm already doing if I want to make $75,000 a month, right? Amongst other things. And so this month I have been going crazy with the amount of content that I've been pushing out. I've been going crazy with the things that have been going on behind the scenes in my online business. And even though I'm not going to hit $75,000 this month, I've definitely made big improvements. The amount of places I'm posting. Before I was only posting on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Threads. I added Facebook to the mix, right? And just the amount of progress that I've seen in just 1 month of trying to shoot for this goal of making $75,000 a month, it's crazy. So just imagine if I just keep at this pace for 6 months. Will I hit that 75,000 a month? I don't know. But I've gotten a lot further by moving like the person who is doing those numbers. And that's what I want you to take away from this video. There's nothing that's out of reach for you. The problem is we tell ourselves that we can't do it, or we act like we can't do it. And so then therefore it doesn't get done because we already have the mindset of I can't. But if you start setting unrealistic goals and you start moving like the person who's already accomplished that thing, you will see how much further you get just because your habits change, your routines change, the excuses you let go of them, the distractions you let go of them, and you finally get out of your own way and you get a lot further because you did those things. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I can't wait to read what you have to say. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And do not forget to join the Patreon. The link is down below in my description. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.